Temperature of Love, Episodes 21 Part 2 Inches. As he was leaving, Hyun-soo said that she hoped to meet a good woman and marry her. He said matter-of-factly that he wanted to marry her, but he reaffirmed his promise not to make her uncomfortable with his feelings. Back in the present, Young-sun finds Hyun-soo still on the roof, and she instinctively leans into his back hug. They go inside to talk, and Young-sun tells Hyun-soo that he knows she wasn't aware of the proposal plan. She responds that she didn't even know the two men were that close. Young-sun suggests they finish their tea and talk about this tomorrow. They meet up in the morning and go to the park to do just that, and sit on the swings. Young-sun says that it's important that they don't allow anyone to shake up their relationship, but he's worried that it's possible that someone might shake them if they really tried. Hyun-soo says that she's sorry and thankful to Young-woo, but that it's not love. She's clear about the fact that she's not confused nor shaken. Young-sun holds out a hand and they twine their fingers together, and he smiles. He says that's that, and that he wants to hug her but that he can't because people are watching. But he gets up for a hug anyway, and Hyun-soo wraps her arms around his waist and nestles her face into his belly. She pouts that she wants to invite him in but Kyung is there, and Young-sun just smiles. As she works a few days later, Hyun-soo thinks about the first time she met Young-sun, at the running event. She hesitates to answer when Young-woo calls, but she ends up picking up, and he reminds her that today is her meeting with actress Yoo Ha-young. Young-sun arrives at Good Soup to find Won-jun helping Ye Soo-young fold napkins. He goes to the kitchen after they commiserate about the lack of reservations, and Soo-young frowns as Won-jun takes a call from Hong-ah. Hong-ah whines that she wants a certain pork belly dish that Won-jun makes, so he tells her to come by the restaurant later to pick it up. Actress Yoo Ha-young shows up for the meeting, cameo by Park Shin-hye, and Hyun-soo arrives next, nervous at seeing Young-woo for the first time since that disastrous night, but her excitement at meeting Ha-young quickly takes over. The ladies hit it off immediately, Hyun-soo fawning over how pretty Ha-young is, and Ha-young telling Hyun-soo that her script made her heart flutter. She says she's sorry that her schedule won't allow her to be in the drama, but she adds that she hopes to be the first to see Hyun-soo's next script. Meanwhile, Young-sun's mom and Daniel go to Good Soup for lunch, and they're surprised to see the nearly empty dining room. Mom gets cranky when Daniel asks if something is wrong, accusing him of hoping that Young-sun fails. But Daniel says that he's just worried she'll be upset if the restaurant does badly. Mom complains that Daniel isn't giving her any spending money lately, and that his credit card is maxed. He counters that professors don't earn much, but Mom won't accept that as an excuse, so Daniel suddenly remembers a meeting and stands to leave. He snuggles up to her on his way out, but tells her to stop nagging him, and makes a face behind her back. She goes up to see Young-sun in his apartment and asks about the lack of customers. Young-sun gently tells her to mind her own business, though he does say that he won't be going on TV anymore. Mom gets upset that he won't give her any details, saying that his business is her business too, but to no avail. When Hong-ah shows up for her food, Se-jong blocks her from going into the kitchen and tells her to wait in the dining room, a wicked little gleam in her eye. Hong-ah pouts when Won-jun brings her food packed in to-go boxes, having planned to eat here. She takes out her exhaustion and frustration on Won-jun, yelling at him for making her come all this way just to be given a lunchbox. As she's whining, Se-jong comes to the table to bring her some coffee, but hearing Hong-ah's demanding tantrum has her slamming her pitcher onto the table. She says that she wants to say something to Hong-ah, and when Hong-ah rolls her eyes and tells her to go ahead, she says firmly, "Give me this man." Yes.